When we're connected to a narcissist, there's an undue burden that's placed on our lives because you have to pick up the slack of the person that they were supposed to be. For example, let's say you have a toxic boss. Then you may end up doing the jobs of 2 or 3 people because they're inefficient, immoral, and incompetent leaders. Or let's say you have a kid with a narcissist. Then you'll end up being the mother and the father because they can't be bothered with that kid unless they're getting something from them. And the same thing works in reverse. If the child has a narcissistic parent that's the primary caregiver, then that kid is going to have to be more of an adult than they are. The narc is going to be running around reckless and irresponsible with money. But any dime that child made has to go straight to essentials. And if the narc didn't take care of the first kid, what you think is going to happen when they have another one? The oldest child ends up becoming a substitute parent to their siblings. You see, there's all this extra burden. And what adds salt to the wound is that the world will glorify their suffering before it looks into their situation. So you're going to hear things like, so-and-so is the hardest worker in that department. I wish we had 5 more just like him. Or maybe something like, look at that strong, independent, single parent. More power to you. Or you'll get people that look at that child that's carrying this heavy burden and they'll say, you're very mature for your age. Your parents must be proud. But stop. Evaluate that situation. The kid is not mature. They just had to abandon their childhood. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to survive in that toxic environment. And you see, with all these cases, you have to abandon something important to you in order to make up for the lack of the narcissist. But I'm suggesting that we get rid of the source of the problem. But still, you're going to have to be careful as you do so because these narcs out here narking. Till next time, peace.